Coach, thanks. We are about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and our home team. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Come on. 18 Gator. Come on. I don't think you got it, son. Delta.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Come on, set. 91. Check, 59. It's a party now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They'll set up a throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Switch gears. Shift. Whip. Watch the whip. He's checking. Hey, quarter.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Quick dash. Come.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Check, 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 check.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 23-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
No. Me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On second down, Hickman looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Offensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This from 25 yards out. And this one is right through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
We want it. Come to my world. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Banks. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
17 yards off the play. It's now 3rd down.
Here we go. Eat up the flag. Trump.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 43. Alert. Shoot. Hey, check 24. Watch 20.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Flush to his right. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Mike 51. Check Mike. Jim. Under 10.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Hey, check. 3 down. Check.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He's going to loft one deep left. He's got a man complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark. Right there, the big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Here comes the boom.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll set up to throw. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
On first down, Hickman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 31. Check 31. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
To throw is Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On 3rd down, Rosen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Alert, alert, alert. 56. Hey, Zoo. 56. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Now Rosen on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
All day, dog.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They run the counter. Hickman. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Hickman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
180. 51 to Mike. Blue down. Check 13. Check 13.
Here's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I'm on. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
2nd and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Middle.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Check 26, check 26, check 52.
Rosen to throw on third down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
Buddy up. Check. 50. Zoom.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the slant. Out. Hey, quarter. Mike 51. Time to go, night. 51's the Mike.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hickman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch the slant.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
51 to Mike. Let's go one more.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check safety, check safety. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Rosen off the play action. He's going to fire one deep over the... And this is taken in at the 5. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there. What's going to be the final play of the third quarter?
Alert, alert, alert. Hey, Echo. Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Hickman, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Is that
The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
22, Jet, Bomber. 22, it's Jet, Bomber. 51's the mic, 51's the mic. I'm coming.
They'll look to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Back to throw here. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
I'm going to score.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
I've got to give it up for him right there. Stared down the barrel of the blitz, acted as his own blitz control, knew he would take the hit, and dumped it off, and they pick up a 1st down.
That's what the safety valve's there for, right?
That's exactly what he's there for, although most quarterbacks will tell you, I wouldn't mind actually having him in to protect so I don't get hit as often, but sometimes you just have to step up and make a play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on, set. 91. Here we go, here we go. Smoke, smoke. Mike 51, Mike 51. 51. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Banks. And the ball is knocked out. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike 51. I'm coming.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Looking to throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Not today.
He'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let him know.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Set, hut. Good team on it. Good team on it. Here we go, here we go. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Banks. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Rip right, rip right.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
He can run for it, and he will. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Shut. 70 ending. 58 the money. I got wide, I got wide.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
2nd and 5. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Let's get off the field.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays. But the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead's down to 24. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go, fellas.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And that kneel down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Detroit, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,